Hello, Blue Jay fans, and welcome to Blue Jay Digital's broadcast of this postseason boys basketball game between the Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays and the visiting Nevada Cubs. Coming in here for the first round of postseason action. Bondurant gets to host this game based off of the regular season records, and we're excited to be here. Got a nice student section filling in. It's Jersey night if you are not here yet and still on your way. None of the parents seem to take part in Jersey night, but they might not get the memos. Kids share that stuff on Twitter, and not everybody older reads Twitter, I suppose. But anyway, Blue Jays are just coming out onto the court. We're about 2 minutes before we do national anthem and starting lineups, but we'll give you starting lineups early since it sounds better coming through the mics over here. Starting for the Blue Jays, number 3, Trey McDowell, junior guard. Number 4, Colby Collison, sophomore forward. Number 10, Ben Trolson, senior guard. Number 14, Cade Eichmeyer, senior guard. And number 24, Braden Miller, senior forward. Coming at you for the Nevada Cubs, likely starters are number 2, Cooper Bovey, senior guard. Number 5, Ty Dittmer, junior guard. Number 11, Colin Memmer, junior guard. Number 21, Carson Rhodes, a sophomore center. And number 23, Aiden Rhodes, senior guard. I guess I missed the first update. This is Patrick Meyer on the call with Ryan Abens.
How's it going, everyone?
We're excited to be here. We've been here for about a half hour just trying to lock in, dial down, and really just jam out to music. That's what we do.
It's been about all it is. It's just us listening to music.
They play a song. I question Abens if he knows it. It's a fun game.
I knew most of them.
You did know most of them, although, you know.
Some of the old school ones, like, I don't know.
Ballroom Blitz got you. Ballroom Blitz got you.
Yeah.
All the Kanye stuff you were pretty good with.
There was no Kanye stuff.
It was Drake. I know. Anyway, off of our music topics, but Blue Jays coming in here 11-10 overall, 9-8 in conference. The Nevada Cubs from the Heart of Iowa Conference coming in at 11-9 overall, 9-3 in conference. Very, very different conference action between the two, as the Raccoon River has some of the 3 ranked teams in the top 10, so the 9-8 conference record for the Blue Jays might speak a little bit different, but either way, really statistically expecting a pretty close game here between the two, and even though they met up earlier, the Blue Jays won 66-30 early in the season, but there was a few players for the Cubs that didn't play. Not really sure if that was injury or just early in the season and weren't quite there yet, but we're expecting them to be a full go tonight. So I think we're going to do national anthem first. We should do starting lineups first usually.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure they're not changing up the rotation. Sometimes with this state stuff, they do funny things.
Seidel's going to give off all the rules and thanking everyone and coaches and referees and all that jazz.
So while he's doing that, a big thank you to Brickhouse Fitness, our sponsor for tonight's game. If you are not familiar with Brickhouse Fitness, it's a 5-year-old gym here in Bondurant, and a lot of great activities that you can do over there. They put on youth futsal leagues and basketball leagues and volleyball leagues. Probably your big things right now to check out, they are scheduling graduation parties. If your house isn't big enough, they rent out their training room, and that could be a very good option. I know most people realize we don't have a ton of great rental facility options for big groups in Bondurant because everybody wants to put offices and businesses in those buildings. So check out Brickhouse Fitness for your graduation party needs. Also, if you're sitting at home thinking, hey, my kid's too skinny, did you know that Brickhouse has a no-contract $39 a month student plan? So if you think your kid is too skinny, needs to go do something, that's your option. $39 a month, and once they bulk up, if you think they can stop, well, that's fine too. No contract, all good. Nevada bringing out their starting lineup. We'll see how accurate we are. I pulled up one of their last games to check their starting lineup. Sometimes you get great communication. Most of the time I just pull up a previous game and see who's starting. Yeah, I was 5 for 5. That's great work out of me.
Got a couple of Rhodes down there, Carson and Aiden Rhodes.
One's a senior, one's a sophomore. So I think there's probably a decent chance they're related.
I would say that you're not wrong.
Hold it, 5 for 5 already. Blue Jays led by Colby Collison on the season, 18.6 points per game. Braden Miller at 9 points, Ben Trolson at 8. For the Cubs, Colin Memmer with 13.3 points per game. Ty Dittmer with 11 points per game, and James Edwards coming off the bench with almost 9 points a game. So Blue Jays a little more one person, Nevada a little more balanced. But we're going to step aside here, tune into the mic for Josie Ingles' national anthem. And another great job by Josie Engel with the national anthem. As we get set to tip off here. Ryan, what's your key here for this game for the Blue Jays?
You know, you ask me this every time, and this time I came prepared. So the last time we were home, we played Marshalltown, and it didn't go our way, but I saw a lot more hustle out of our players, a lot more aggression on defense and on offense, specifically out of McDowell and Eichmeyer. So I'm looking to see that throughout the entire game tonight.
Very good, very good. Colby Collison out here to tip for the Blue Jays, giving up a little height advantage to Carson Rhodes for the Cubs. But Collison gets the piece of the ball, and Eichmeyer comes in and grabs a Blue Jay ball to start the game. McDowell over to Collison. Collison to Trolson. Trolson to McDowell. Thought about the three, passed it up. Collison in the paint. Loses the ball. Gets it out to McDowell. Still Blue Jay ball. McDowell looking for a little space. Goes cross court to Eichmeyer over to Trolson. Trolson won't hesitate to pull that deep three, but maybe not quite yet ready for that. Trolson now out at the logo. Going to get it back to McDowell. No shot clock here in Iowa High School, so not an issue with that. Trolson for deep three. Off to the right and bounces out of bounds. Going to be Cubs ball. He's about 4 steps behind the line on that one. He was open.
He was. Eichmeyer going to take him to the top here.
A. Rhodes gets the ball into Dittmer. Eichmeyer on him. Blue Jays playing a man on. Nice drive to the hoop by Colin Memmer, but the basket rolls out. Collison gets the rebound, pushes ahead. Eichmeyer with the ball in the corner now. Blue Jays going to slow it up. Trolson over to McDowell. McDowell for three, just off the back. And that's Carson Rhodes pulls that one down. Bovee, cross court to Nemmers. Memmer, not Nemmers. That's a different team. I think that's one of the girls' teams we played.
Yeah.
Cooper Bovee with the ball. Over to Ty Dittmer. Eichmeyer with the pressure on him. Now Aiden Rhodes. Braden Miller guarding him. Collison working down low on Carson Rhodes. Bovey driving to the hoop. Defended by Collison. Collison comes away with another rebound. 6 minutes on the clock now. Ball inside. Miller kicks it out to Eichmeyer. Eichmeyer for three, and there it is. Eichmeyer, cold as ice, baby. Aiden Rhodes going to the hoop. Does not get the roll. McDowell pulls the rebound down. Gets it out to Trolson. Over to Eichmeyer. And Evans has a call. Wants McDowell to set it up at the top of the key. Looking to get Trolson to the outside. Loses. Oh, that was a pass. I thought he just lost the ball, but it's just a one-handed pass over to Collison. Eichmeyer up the side now. No good. Collison gets the rebound. And he's going to miss the layup but get the foul. I think it's on one of the Rhodes, but I don't know which one. 21. So that's going to be Carson Rhodes, his first. One thing I noticed looking at some of the stats, the Cubs have 3 players that average almost 3 fouls a game. So something to keep an eye on if they keep playing aggressive like that. Collison did hit the first free throw. Second one is also good. And
Eichmeyer is going to be called for a push in the back foul. It's going to be his first team.
Did the bucket count?
Yes. One of them did.
Wait, the first one went in, but they didn't.
There
it is. Okay. Scoreboard was just a little slow on that. I was like, we had a three-pointer. Dittmer's shot out, kicks it back, shoots a three-point attempt, no good. Trolson skies for the rebound, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Memmer. Yes, it is. That's going to be Memmer's first, second team foul. And you're going to have a timeout. 30-second timeout, Blue Jays. Cubs. I swore right before he did the 30-second timeout, he pointed over towards Travis, but not sure what that was. But anyway, Blue Jays ahead 5-0 right now. Will be a Blue Jay ball after that foul on Memmer. These two teams are playing for the opportunity to advance to the winner of the Carlisle Winterset game. Winterset, the heavy favorite on that game, expected to host the next game. So as long as Winterset wins, that's where we're going.
Which will be Thursday.
Which will be Thursday, yes, 7 p.m. If Winterset somehow loses to Carlisle, I don't know if they actually change the location.
I'm not entirely sure.
They don't have it listed on the bracket as if they would, but gosh, I sure hope neither one of these teams would have to go down to Winterset to play Carlisle.
Right.
All right, we are getting an explanation of some kind, and now the official's ready to give Collison the ball, and the Cubs are ready to press. Bovey and Memmer in the front court. Eichmeyer now with the ball across court. Gets it out to Trolson. Trolson hesitating a little bit. Cubs have dropped into a little bit of a zone. Miller with the fadeaway, no good.
Bovey picking it up.
Who's in the corner? Memmer. Memmer with the corner, tried getting the pass across. McDowell strips it away, or tips it away, I guess. Either way, comes away with it. Cubs still pressing. Bovey up on McDowell. McDowell breaks that. And Bovey reached in, tipped the ball away, and they're going to say it ended up going off McDowell out of bounds. And now we got 2 players coming in for the Cubs. That is James Edwards and Spencer Grant with Aiden Rhodes, and who else went out? Did both Rhodes?
Yep, both Rhodes.
Both Rhodes. The Rhodes are gone. Spencer Grant with the ball. And Eichmeyer breaks through to get that pass. Ooh, but Grant comes away with it. Memmer in the corner for 3 and good. He's a dangerous three-point shooter. 34% on the season. Definitely not someone you want to leave open like that. Miller gets it into Collison, and wow, that ball was just ripped away by James Edwards. And that was a carry that they didn't call. Edwards is able to get the ball over to Dittmer. Dittmer with the lay-in for 2. Evans very much wanted that call on the carry. Miller now slows it down, gets out to Trolson. 3:25 remaining in the first quarter. Ball into Miller. Miller drives hard, left hand up, no good, and James Edwards with another rebound. Dittmer now with the ball. Trolson on him. Dittmer for a deep three, off the rim, no good. Eichmeyer with the rebound, and James Edwards is going to get called for the foul. That was a lot of contact and a late whistle, but they did call it. Nolan Meyer's going to come in for the Blue Jays, and Eichmeyer's coming out. 3:05 remaining. Cubs still pressing now with Memmer and Edwards at the front. Dittmer playing midfield along with Bovee. Meyer back to McDowell. McDowell up to Trolson. Trolson gets it back to Meyer. Meyer to McDowell. McDowell for three, deep off the back. And that's going to be a rebound from Dittmer. Dittmer going to pull it back out now. Grant looking to take the ball at the top. Collison on him. Memmer with McDowell on him. Memmer trying to get to the hoop. Ends up giving the ball to Dittmer. Dittmer goes up to the rim. Contact, no foul. Collison and Dittmer fighting for the rebound, and they're going to say it was off Collison. Cubs ball.
Looked like a lot of contact there.
It also looks like the Nevada Cubs student section is also Jersey night.
Yeah.
Good student section timing out of the two of them. Bovee gets the ball in to Grant, over to Dittmer. Dittmer tries driving to the left. Meyer steps in front, slows him down. Miller steps in front, slows him down. Shot's no good. Meyer gives it over to McDowell. McDowell to Collison for three. Good. Colby Collison three-pointer. Nemmer for three. McDowell pushes ahead to Trolson. Trolson brings it back to Collison. Collison thought about the three, gives it to McDowell. McDowell for three, off the front of the rim. Collison gets the rebound. Trolson into Miller. Miller for two, off the front of the rim, no good. Spencer Grant going to get that rebound.
1:45 to go here in the first.
Grant gets it up to Edwards. Miller on him at the top. Edwards puts that arm out. About lost the ball. Some contact there, just kind of letting that go. And Grant with a nice up and under shot. 1:20 remaining now. McDowell pushes ahead to Trolson. Trolson cross court to Meyer. Meyer back out to McDowell. Memmer closes on that. Forced the pass. Miller tried to feed Collison in the lane. I think that was at Grant or Edwards. One of them got a piece of it with his foot. It's going to be a kick. Blue Jay ball. Titus Cram coming in for the Blue Jays. Braden Miller going out. And both roads coming in for the Cubs. Memmer and Bovee out. There's a taller lineup then for Nevada. Cram in the lane. Back out to Meyer. Meyer to McDowell. McDowell to Trolson. 58 seconds on the clock now. Meyer to Trolson. Trolson to McDowell. Over to Cram. Cram kicks it back out after the double team. Trolson for three. Off the back, no good. Collison gets that rebound. 41 seconds remaining now. Out to Meyer. Passes it to McDowell, and they're going to call a jump ball. James Edwards reaches in, ties that ball up, and it's going Cubs ball. Edwards is being aggressive, getting into that ball like you're watching a fifth grade basketball game, and they're told to tie it up any chance they can, and he's getting that tie-up call. So
Cubs defense, that zone defense is just locking up anything that goes into the paint there.
Trolson out, and Miller back in. No, not Miller in. Eichmeyer in. Good backdoor pass, and Carson Rhodes gets the two. 20 seconds now remaining in the first quarter. Eichmeyer out to Meyer. Over to McDowell. Cubs are anticipating that swing pass and just making a break on it, and so far that's been effective on them trying to close this down. Collison now going to try to drive to the hoop. Up and blocked by Aiden Rhodes, but they're calling a foul on, or blocked by Carson Rhodes, and they're going to call him for the foul as well. I'm not sure if that was a great call. He looked like he had pretty decent position, but I almost feel like the guy coming in behind might have made the contact with him. Yeah. Might have got away with one there. Collison, first free throw's good. 2.1 seconds on the clock. Blue Jays going to drop back a defender. Edwards was sneaking back. Collison, second shot is good. And with 2 seconds, Cubs will push ahead. That's Dittmer going to try the half quarter. No good. Had some contact. I never heard a buzzer. There's a buzzer. Okay. Didn't go. I'm not sure how he got that shot off in 2 seconds, as many steps as he took, so I'm not sure if it would have mattered. Dittmer wanted a foul, but you can't really foul a play that never happened. So either way, after the first quarter, Blue Jays ahead 10-9 in a tight game. A tight game brought to you by Brickhouse Fitness. If you're looking to tone up, that's your place to go. Tighten in those muscles. If you were curious about the other game in this half of the bracket, Winterset is currently ahead 24-6 on Carlisle. So I don't think we have to worry about playing a non-Winterset team at Winterset.
Carlisle switches real fast. Second period, just starting.
Carlisle's got 2 conference wins, and both of them are against Perry. So.
Oh.
Yeah. In the previous meeting between Bondurant and Nevada, back to this game, Collison had 25 points and Memmer had 11. But as I said, Bovey, Rhodes didn't really look like they played much. So, and they've been in the game most of the first quarter. So, Blue Jays coming out: Trey McDowell, Nolan Meyer, Cade Eichmeyer, Colby Collison, and Titus Cram on the floor for Nevada. Edwards, Memmer, Bovey, Grant, and Aiden Rhodes. Eichmeyer, Collison, McDowell in the corner for 3. Too hard. Cram gets the rebound and kicks it out to Eichmeyer. Eichmeyer tried to drive to the hoop and had it stripped away by Bovey. And now Aiden Rhodes skies to the hoop for the 2-pointer. Collison feeds Eichmeyer. Eichmeyer was going to go hard to the basket, pulled up, got the 2-point bucket. Good decision by him, because if he'd have went straight at it, I think Grant had position to draw the charge.
Yeah, would have been in trouble there.
Memmer for 3, off the front of the rim. Nolan Meyer comes away with the rebound and tries to push ahead. Bovey tips it out. Good play by Bovey, because I think Cram was pushing ahead and might have got an easy layup out of that. Yeah, definitely tight defense from the Cubs. A lot of pressure there. We'll see if that causes some problems later on in foul trouble, but McDowell feeds Eichmeyer.
A lot of hands in there.
Yeah. Grant with the block, over to Meyer. Meyer for 2, good shot. Yeah, Eichmeyer had that ball, and somebody was trying to tie him up or tie the ball up, I don't know, and he just ripped that thing away. Memmer drives to the hoop, had the ball tipped away, ended up in Bovey's hand, out to Edwards. Eichmeyer on him. Spencer Grant's telling him to drop back. I'm not sure if, he's going to set a screen. And that was a big push by Edwards that they didn't call.
Huge push.
I mean, we were in a really good position for that. Maybe the official wasn't, but.
True.
Collison in the lane, kicks it out to McDowell. McDowell for 3, good, rattles it in, Trey McDowell. 6:10 remaining in the second quarter. Aiden Rhodes trying to push it ahead, and Collison gets the ball. Collison going ahead, layup. Donkashay! I thought he was just going to drop it in, and he's like, no, I'll go ahead and put this thing down. Memmer, lay in good. Eichmeyer hanging in the air, does not get the roll. Titus Cram gets the rebound, though. Gives it to Collison. Collison up for 2, off the rim front, good. 11 for Collison. 5:28 remaining. Avens is back up here now. He took a little break. Aiden Rhodes with the layup attempt, no good. Edwards gets the rebound, no good. Collison with the defense. Collison going for the rebound. He's getting fought by 3 guys, and they call a foul on one of the 3. You could call 3 fouls there. He's going to call it on, that's going to be Aiden Rhodes that time. Cram coming out. Sandy coming in, McDowell coming out, Trolson coming in, Edwards coming out for the Cubs, and number 4, Jacob Joe in. Meyer now over to Trolson. Trolson breaks the press, gives it over to Miller. Miller pulls it back out, gets Collison in the lane. Collison going up and blocked by Bovey. Hustle play by Bovey, out of bounds, throws it back into Spencer Grant. Grant now going to try and get to the hoop. Big jump step and then passes it back out. Dittmer now trying to do some work on Miller. Miller trying to make him go left. Spencer Grant for 3, air ball. Carter Sandy with the rebound. Student section going to have a little fun with that. Carter Sandy now with the ball, bringing it up. Finds Collison to the corner for 3. Off the rim, no good. And you're going to get Memmer with the ball, and they're going to call the jump ball. Braden Miller goes back in and just reaches in, grabs that ball. A little bit of Cubs defense right back at him.
4:30 to go here in the second.
So we have a little bit of disagreement on whose ball it is. It ends up being Cubs ball after the jump. Dittmer with the ball now. He's telling everybody else go across the court. I can break this press on my own.
Can he?
That's what he said. Deep throw to Memmer. Memmer's going to just settle in with it now. He was right at the out-of-bounds line, thought he might go out. Memmer picks up the dribble over to Bovey. Meyer on him. Bovey tries going up and under. Should have. No, okay. They're going to call Meyer for the foul on the pump fake. Foul while he's still on the ground, so the shot, even though it went in, does not count. I think that's a fair call. You have to be in the act of shooting, not standing on the ground beginning the motion of it. So Cubs ball under the hoop. Spencer Grant open for 2. And they're going to get Carter Sandy on the foul on that as he tried to box out after the shot. 2 quick fouls on the Blue Jays, going to get it up to 3 for the team. 5 team fouls on the Cubs, 3:58 remaining in the second quarter. And Spencer Grant's going to go to the line for 2. He hits the first one.
Grant is 71% from the line.
Hits them both. Blue Jay ball now. Trolson over to Meyer. Back to Trolson. Feeds Collison. Collison backdoor to Carter Sandy. Sandy's blocked by Dittmer. And then going to get called for a foul as he was trying to get that ball back. That's going to be 2 quick fouls on Carter Sandy, and he's going to be coming out with Trey McDowell going back in. Four team fouls. Cubs are going to get the ball out of bounds at midcourt. Dittmer with the ball. Over to Joe. Using a Spencer Grant screen. Tries to get all the way to the hoop, lay it in, and good. Good drive by Jacob Joe.
3:27 to go here in the second.
Trolson gets it up to McDowell quick. McDowell cross court to Meyer. Meyer into Collison. Collison feeds Miller. Backdoor. Miller is up and good. Spencer Grant now with the ball. Trapping out the half court. Jacob Joe with the ball. Driving to the hoop. Right hand up. They're going to get Trey McDowell, I think, with the foul on that one shooting. Basket's no good. Evans would like to call a foul, or not a foul, call a travel on that instead of a foul, but they never change their call after they make it. 3 Cubs looking to come in.
Jacob Joe's only 31% from the line.
Front run off the front of the rim, no good. You got Carson Rhodes, you got James Edwards coming in, and it looks like Aiden Rhodes is going to come in for Jacob Joe after the shot. Yeah, Cooper Bovey and Spencer Grant going out for the Cubs. Joe's second shot now is up and good. 3 points on the game for him. So that's going to give Aiden Rhodes a chance to come in for Jacob. Nevada pulling their press back now. 3 minutes on the clock. Meyer gives it to Miller. Miller over to Collison. Collison to Trolson. Trolson for three. Good! Ben Trolson in the corner. Edwards gets it over to Dittmer. Blue Jays going to try and trap him. Meyer and Miller. Cross court to Aiden Rhodes. Aiden Rhodes driving to the hoop. Up. Off the front of the rim. No good. Braden Miller with the rebound. Gets it to Meyer. Meyer going to push ahead to Collison. Over to Trolson in the corner, and we're bringing it back out to the top with Trey McDowell. Braden Miller now up and under. Good layup, using the rim to protect the ball.
2:15 remaining.
Blue Jays with a little bit of heavy hands. Cubs able to break that. Aiden Rhodes trying to get to the hoop. Had that ball tipped away, but able to get it back to Carson Rhodes to Dittmer. Dittmer turnaround hook shot, no good. And Dittmer's going to get called for the foul as he tries going through Braden Miller, and then he punches the Blue Jay on the wall. Jeez, that's unnecessary. First team foul on Dittmer. Sixth team foul on the Cubs. Don't worry, the Blue Jay padding is still okay. It can take a punch. Under 2 minutes now in the half. Meyer gets it back over to McDowell. McDowell thought about the three. Gives it over to Collison. Back to McDowell. McDowell pulls up for three. Good! Trey McDowell with his second three-pointer of the game. 1:30 now on the clock. Blue Jays try to trap Dittmer. Dittmer goes cross court. Gets it up to Collison gets a piece of it. Braden Miller gets the ball. Up to Meyer. Back to Collison. Meyer now back to Collison. Collison for three. Too far. Trey McDowell fights for the rebound, but Memmer gets the ball. Slowed up for a second. Now he's going to press it forward. Aiden Rhodes with the ball. Spinning. And they're going to get Nolan Meyer with the shot. Well, I thought the other ref was coming over to talk to him. So they're going to give Aiden Rhodes the bucket. Give Nolan Meyer the foul. That'll be his second. Ike Meyer coming in. Nolan Meyer was coming out anyway off after that. I mean, Ike Meyer was already set to come in. He didn't come in because of the foul. Carson Rhodes out. Dittmer out. Spencer Grant in. Rhodes' free throw attempt is no good. Braden Miller gets the ball. So Cubs have Bovey, Edwards, Dittmer, Aiden Rhodes, and Spencer Grant on the court. For the Blue Jays, it's Miller, Collison, Trolson for three. Good! Ike Meyer and McDowell also on the court for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays steal the ball away. Braden Miller gets it. And now we're at 41 seconds. And Evans wants play 10. We're bringing McDowell all the way to the corner, over to Ike Meyer. I think we're trying to see if they'll leave Trolson wide open in the corner again. I wouldn't recommend it. Blue Jays holding for one shot now, 20 seconds on the clock. Now we're going to get in motion. Trolson going to the other side. Collison down low. Miller at the top. He's going to drive to the hoop, feeds Collison underneath. Collison goes up. No foul. Ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to stay Blue Jay ball with 5.1 seconds remaining. Oh. Travis made a move like he was calling a timeout, but it was not a timeout. That was just the play he was calling. Trolson now gets the ball. He's going to feed Ike Meyer for three. Oh, I think it hit the rim. Either way, that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. Blue Jays with a 34-22 lead. Good, solid start by the Blue Jays. Cubs still very dangerous at this point. Both teams with 6 fouls in that first half. We're going to We're going to step away here for just a minute, maybe get you a Brickhouse Fitness commercial even if we can. If we don't, either way, you should definitely thank Brickhouse Fitness for sponsoring this game. We can't do all these amazing things without sponsors and without the Blue Jay Digital team, which is run by Kyle Seidel's class of high schoolers doing all of the work. So we're going to step away. We're going to let you get that video. We're gonna play the Brickhouse video. We'll step away. We'll tabulate some stats, and we'll come back with just a couple minutes before the end of half. Right now, there's 9 minutes on the clock, so plan accordingly, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, Blue Jay fans, to halftime of this postseason game between the Blue Jays and the Cubs here in the Bird Cage, as I like to affectionately call it now. Blue Jays ahead 34-22 at the half. We're just under 2-minute mark before the second half, and Blue Jays are out shooting, and I find it a little odd how lethargic the Cubs are coming out of
Very just
the locker room.
slow and walking.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know what to say about that other than it just seems very odd. It could be that they just had a very demotivational halftime, or maybe they are always a very calm, collected group coming out of halftime.
Yeah, I don't remember how they were last time, but yeah, they very well could be.
I mean, like, I'm a Hawkeye football fan, and
Right.
they walk out of the
Right.
tunnel hand in hand. I mean, so it's not completely obscure to see a team walk out of a tunnel, but it just was a little odd how slow they walked from their door to the far side. But anyway, we'll get back on to talking about a little bit of basketball. Some halftime stats for the Blue Jays, led by Colby Collison with 11 points, 6 points for Trey McDowell and Ben Trolson, both on 2 3-pointers. Cade Eichmeyer with 5, Braden Miller with 4, and Nolan Meyer with 2. For the Cubs, leading the way is Colin Memmer with 5, Spencer Gratton, Aiden Rhodes both with 4, 2 for Carson Rhodes, 2 for Ty Dittmer, 2 for James Edwards, and I've left Jacob Joe out with 3. Sorry, I did it out of order. 16 fouls apiece in the first half. Nolan Meyer has 2, Carter Saney has 2 for the Blue Jays, along with 1 for Eichmeyer and McDowell. For the Cubs, 2 for Carson Rhodes, 1 for Aiden Rhodes, 1 for Colin Memmer, 1 for Ty Dittmer, and 1 for James Edwards. So not really foul trouble, but definitely could change in a minute.
I mean, Sandy's fouls were both really, really quick. So.
Yeah, he's got about a minute and a half of playing time between his fouls. We'll be interested to see how this goes. Blue Jays coming out with the ball. Cubs were very aggressive defensively to start, which, I mean, my take on an aggressive defense is if you can force that turnover, you can close a 12-point gap in a hurry.
True.
Blue Jays need to protect the ball, focus on getting good shots, but don't shy away from what got you here. The 3-point's been raining in, and, don't hesitate. Miller gets that ball into McDowell, and here we go. McDowell, Miller, Collison, Eichmeyer, and Trolson, the starters on the court for the Blue Jays. For the Cubs, you got Rhodes and Rhodes, Dittmer, Memmer, and Bovey, so the starters for them as well. Trolson thought about the deep 3, but decided not quite yet. McDowell now going to try to drive to the hoop, kicks it back out to Eichmeyer, and Blue Jays looking for the shot they want. Not going to get any of these deep 3s yet, apparently. Collison over Trolson to McDowell. Was looking inside to Miller, who had snuck in behind the defender, but didn't quite have the angle. McDowell now trying to drive, pulls up free throw line, going to be too hard. Miller rips down a rebound, hands it off to Collison. Collison going to spin up. No good on the shot, but that is going to be a foul on Aiden Rhodes, his second. Going to send Collison to the line for 2. Miller got that rebound. It was pretty much right underneath the rim when he got it, so he just kind of handed the ball off to Collison. Collison with a spin move, went up. First shot up and good.
Collison sitting on 12 points for the game.
Misses that one. Aiden Rhodes comes away with the rebound. So 3 for 4 on the night from the line, I believe, for Collison. Aiden Rhodes with the ball at the top, picks up his dribble, gets it over to Dittmer. Blue Jays playing man on defense. Memmer for 3, and hits it. He's a dangerous 3-point shooter, and definitely one that can close that gap for him. Eichmeyer with the ball. Kind of fumbled it, but feeds Collison with it. Back out to Eichmeyer. Eichmeyer for 3 off the rim. And Dittmer's going to get that rebound, pushes ahead to Bovey. But McDowell breaks up that pass. Bovey was trying to feed Memmer on the backside, but a great play by Trey McDowell to defend that. Collison now driving to the hoop, gets it over to Miller. Miller going to pull up just inside the free throw line, up and good. Aiden Rhodes with the ball now. Miller on him. Rhodes going to try and get to the rim, and they're going to call Braden Miller with a blocking foul. Miller tried to get to the point, but Rhodes was just a little bit faster that time.
It's Miller's first team foul for the Blue Jays on the half.
6:10 remaining in the third quarter. Aiden Rhodes going to inbound the ball. Gets it over to his brother Carson. Memmer with 3 and rattles it in. That's 2 quick three-pointers from Colin Memmer. 11 points on the game for him. Memmer, a 34% three-point shooter right now. Collison driving to the rim, up, lay in, good over Carson Rhodes. Dittmer now pulls up for his own 3 and hits it.
Talk about closing that gap fast.
Apparently they came out just very calm. Not dejected, that's for sure. Collison now gets the ball inside, goes up. Huge swat from Dittmer. Is going to be a foul. They probably could pick either one for the foul, but Dittmer really reached back wanting to block that thing hard, but Collison still had the ball in his hand. So going to be a foul on Dittmer, his second. Going to send Collison back to the line. First one up and good. Yeah, Dittmer wanted the Dikembe Mutombo swat it into the stands, but Collison's roll not going in. Carson Rhodes with the rebound. Hands off to Aiden Rhodes, who hands it off to Dittmer. 5:20 remaining. Good big screen from Carson Rhodes, but Eichmeyer's able to get around it. Memmer looking for the shot. Gets it out to Aiden Rhodes. Aiden going to try and get to the rim again. Floater, no good, but Carson Rhodes with the rebound, reverse lay-in. Good rebound and put back from Carson Rhodes.
He's got that height advantage under there.
And Eichmeyer up, no good, but gets his own rebound, and he's going to dribble it out. Over to Trolson. Trolson picks it up, tries to feed Collison, but it gets tipped away. Now Trolson going to the hoop, up and in on the lay-in.
Not too many times you see Trolson lay one in like that.
No, I mean, you can probably count on both hands how many shots he has inside the paint this year. Dittmer for deep 3, off the back, but gets his own rebound. Aiden Rhodes. Oh, that's a terrible call. Braden Miller was planted, ball stuck between his legs, and then he gets run over.
Wow.
I want to see the replay. We're on about a 10-second delay, so that's a bad call. The Cubs brought in Spencer Rhodes and James Edwards.
Spencer Rhodes?
Not Spencer Rhodes. Spencer Grant. Dittmer for 3 in the corner. I just want to call them all Rhodes. There's
so many of them.
It's Spencer Grant into the game, so they got Grant, Memmer, Edwards, Dittmer, and Aiden Rhodes. Blue Jays have McDowell, Trolson, Nolan Meyer came in, Braden Miller, and Colby Collison. McDowell over to Trolson, 3:55 remaining in the third. Meyer with the ball in the corner, gets it back out to Trolson at the top. Trolson drives, kicks it over to McDowell. McDowell thought about it and then gives it to Miller. Miller for 2 off the back, no good. Meyer tries to get that ball, and it's going to be Blue Jay ball. Meyer reached around, tipped it. It hit Collison and Dittmer. Dittmer thought Collison fouled him. The ref did not see anything. Blue Jay ball, Meyer to inbound. Trolson for 3, no good. Miller with the rebound. I don't know, I watched the replay. I didn't really see much from my angle, but they were underneath the hoop too, so.
As I say, I didn't see any contact, but there's a lot of guys in there at that time.
Yeah. Edwards with another steal. He's quick.
3:13 to go here in the third.
Dittmer going to give it over to Aiden Rhodes. Aiden Rhodes at the top with Miller on him. Now Edwards. Memmer, that was like 4 steps. I'm not crazy, right?
No.
Miller drives to the hoop, goes for the reverse lay-in, no good, but Aiden Rhodes, I believe, is going to get called for that foul. And Miller's going to go to the line for 2. And that's a 3rd foul on Aiden Rhodes.
3rd team for the half here.
I mentioned earlier that their team has, I think, 3 guys that are almost 3 fouls a game. Could definitely get them in trouble, and it's starting to look like that could be an issue. Miller's first shot is up and good, giving him 7 so far. Somebody's got a really long yell. Kind of impressive because I hear it over top of headphones. And it was effective. But that ball is tipped all the way out to Memmer, who is at half court. Goes to the line, and Braden Miller's going to get the block. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay Cubs ball.
Cubs looking for a foul there, but
I think
Miller got around him.
Miller just had so much of the ball that when he went to drive through it, he didn't have any leverage left. Student section getting in on the "You Got Swatted" chant. Good work out of them. Nice to see the students back in here. Edwards trying to get to the hoop over Trolson. Lays it in, and they're going to get Trolson with the foul. His first foul of the game. Trolson going to come out. Eichmeyer going in. Edwards to the line for 1. Up and good. 5 points on the game for him. 2:42 remaining now. Cubs bringing back the press. McDowell up to Eichmeyer. Feeds it over to Meyer on the other side. Meyer gets it to Miller. Miller tried to throw it into Collison. Went off a Cubs foot. They're going to call the kick. I don't know if he really tried to kick it, but
yeah, I think his foot was on the ground.
Yeah,
but
I'm not. No, I don't really. Yeah, I don't envy that position because you're trying to.
Right.
I mean, he rifled that ball in there. Eichmeyer to Collison.
Contact there, but
Memmer
no call.
tried to make that. McDowell for 3. And the foul. They're going to get Edwards with the foul, but Trey McDowell knocks it down anyway. They don't call him Trey for nothing. Second foul on Edwards. McDowell going to the line for 1. Up and good. 10 points on the game for Trey McDowell. 4 fouls in the half for the Cubs. 3 on the Blue Jays. Blue Jays trap. High throw. Carson Rhodes is tall enough to get to that thing, though. Grant over to Edwards. Edwards drives, tried to get up under Collison, and does. Nice lay-in by James Edwards.
He's sitting on 7 for the night.
Cubs kind of half committed to a press, but not really. Miller back out to Meyer. Meyer kind of stuttered on that one. Just kind of looked funny.
Minute 40 to go here in the 3rd.
McDowell over to Meyer. Back out to McDowell, over to Eichmeyer. Into Miller. Miller for 2. And does not roll in. James Edwards gets the rebound. Bovee with the ball. Carson Rhodes trying to do some work in on Colby Collison, and they're going to get Collison with a foul.
Doesn't agree with it.
Carson Rhodes was passing that ball out to Spencer Grant, so it's not going to be a shooting foul. That is going to be Collison's first foul. And Dittmer and Aiden Rhodes are coming in for the Cubs. Memmer and Grant going out for the Cubs. For the Blue Jays, Braden Miller went out. Titus Cram came in. Carson Rhodes with the ball. Over to Bovee. Now to Dittmer. Dittmer trying to spin, turn around, up, and no good. And, whoo.
Was that on Meyer?
I think it's on Meyer, yeah. Collison went up for it. Carson Rhodes was just a little bit taller and was able to tip the ball, and then as it went to the ground, Meyer dove for it, and they said he fouled.
That's going to be Meyer's 3rd.
Did not get pulled out of the game yet, though. Now I think
Looking
Trolson's
for it,
going to. Dittmer with the turnaround and gets the roll. Good shot. 8 points in the half, 10 on the game for Dittmer. Collison now feeds Eichmeyer over to the other side. Eichmeyer lay-in, gets the roll, and good. Good job using his body to shield the ball.
50
and,
seconds.
Ooh, almost got a foul there. Edwards trying to go all the way and throws it too hard off the back. And Dittmer is going to draw a foul, but it's going to be on the floor on Meyer again. So that's 4 on Meyer. Trolson's coming in for him. Memmer is coming in for the Cubs. Unclear who's going out because Nevada's going to call a timeout with 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter. During this halftime, we'll do a quick thank you to Brickhouse Fitness. Opportunities for you to rent their training house if you have a graduation party, a birthday party, or just want to have some alone time. You can rent out their training room. Also, if you are not a member, you can go ahead and check that place out. They do classes, kettlebell classes, kickboxing classes, or they just have regular what you're expecting: weights, squat racks, bench racks, treadmills, bikes, all kinds of arm machines. Full court gymnasium that you can rent out. Also has a net that they drop down in the middle if you want only half of it. 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Aiden Rhodes looking to inbound it to Memmer. Memmer pulls up for 3. Good. He is on fire this half. That's his third 3 of the half. The Cubs close this gap down to 3. 30 seconds remaining in the third. Eichmeyer over to McDowell. Blue Jays going to look to hold it for that final shot. Eichmeyer to McDowell. And McDowell throws it away. Memmer gets the ball and dribbles it through Trolson's leg. It's going to be Cubs ball. Not a lot Trolson could do off that since the ball was dribbled through his knee. Spencer Grant going to come back in for the Cubs. Looks like Cooper Bovey coming out for the Cubs. 12 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Going to switch and have Dittmer inbound it instead of Aiden Rhodes. Edwards coming over to try and get it. Aiden Rhodes with the ball at the top. Titus Cram on him. 10 seconds now. He's going to try and get to the hoop. Gives it to Edwards. 3 seconds now. And they're going to call an offensive foul, I think on Dittmer, for an illegal screen. That's going to be his third foul.
2.6 seconds left to go here on the clock. I don't know if that's enough time to lob one up here, but Blue Jays going to make the best of it here.
McDowell with the ball. 1. He might have pulled the trigger too early on that one. Three-quarter court attempt, no good, but we're going to end the third quarter. Blue Jays ahead 49-46 over the Nevada Cubs. 16 fouls at this point in the half for the Blue Jays, 5 for the Cubs. Fouls definitely a concern. Blue Jays have 4 on Nolan Meyer, as well as 2 on Carter Sanney. For the Cubs, 3 on Aiden Rhodes, 2 on Carson Rhodes, 3 on Ty Dittmer, and 2 on James Edwards. So far this half, Cubs have come out draining the threes. First half, it was the Blue Jays draining the threes. We'll see who's got the hot hand in the fourth quarter. It's tight. We got some dueling student sections going at the same time. I do believe they're doing the same cheer at the same time too, so that's all right. I don't have a scoreboard to tell you who won that. Must have been a Blue Jay win.
Had to have been. We're in the birdcage. Had to have been. Yeah, Blue Jays definitely just won that.
And now we've entered the House of Pain. It is going to be Cubs ball start the fourth quarter. Edwards, Aiden Rhodes, Jacob Joe, Memmer, and Grant on the court for the Cubs. Cram, Eichmeyer, Collison, Trolson, and McDowell on the court for the Blue Jays. Joe kicks it out to Grant. Grant now trying to drive on Collison. Gets it to Edwards inside. Over to Aiden Rhodes. Aiden Rhodes passes up the 3 to go for 2. Up, no good. And Edwards gets the rebound, throws it out to Grant for 3, and good. Everybody on their team can hit a 3. And the official is having a chat with both number 3s, saying, hey, guys, let's keep it clean. Didn't like something there. I don't entirely know what, but Edwards with a big arm throw sent McDowell on a little ride, and official wanted a little fist bump to say, hey, we're all good here. And Eichmeyer has the ball stripped, but Trolson's able to keep that ball in bounds, feeds McDowell, and slowing it down. We're tie game here with 7 minutes on the clock. Titus Cram with the ball inside, back out to Trolson, over to McDowell. Back to Trolson for three. Go! There's the Ben Trolson we know and love. Ball thrown ahead, Memmer up under the hoop, and he was making sure no one was going to swat. Got the 2-point bucket, but everybody was able to avoid the foul. And now they're going to get, I believe, Grant on the foul. I was making a note of the score. No, Memmer on the foul. All right, so that's Memmer on the foul, his second. 6th team foul, so the next foul for both teams is going to send them to the 1-and-1. For the Blue Jays, Cram comes out. Miller is in. McDowell over to Miller. Collison, Trolson in the corner for three. No good. Spencer Grant gets the ball. Has it tipped away. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say off Blue Jays. Cubs ball. 6:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. Blue Jays now full court press. Edwards so far has shown he has the speed to get away with that, but Braden Miller reaches in and ties that ball up, and Blue Jays steal that thing away. Trolson now trying to get ahead of Aiden Rhodes. Over to Collison. Collison passes up the three-pointer, kicks it out to Trolson. Trolson to McDowell, and we're going to slow this thing down a little bit now, which is good because I just said a lot of words in a very short period of time.
You kept up with that. I'm impressed. 6:10 to go here in the game.
Trolson over to Miller. Miller back to Trolson. Back to Miller. Miller going to drive, 2-point attempt, up too hard off the rim, and James Edwards going to get that rebound. Edwards pushing ahead, gives it over to Grant. Grant for three again, and good. That's his second straight. Pretty much if you play for the Cubs, you've hit 2 threes this half. We're going to have a Blue Jay timeout. Dittmer and Carson Rhodes going to come back in for the Cubs. Cubs are very excited. They've closed this gap and actually taken a lead 54-52 with 5:44 remaining. Coach Evans going to take that timeout, try and get people reset, refocused.
I mean, Grant is 31% from the line, so I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
I mean the whole team is 30% from the line.
Yeah.
They can hit, that's for sure. The Blue Jays really just haven't taken as many 3-point attempts this half.
Nope.
I would bet
not
they're
as much
hitting,
as they did the first half.
Yeah, yeah. And the Cubs are hitting theirs now, and so definitely that's how they close that gap. Blue Jays had a 12-point lead at half. They're down by 2 now in this fourth quarter.
I mean, Members has 11 on this, 16 total. So
yeah, when you have 11 points in the second half.
Yeah.
Dittmer, Memmer, and Spencer Grant all have 2 threes this half. Checking into the other game, Winterset ahead 63-26. They're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left, so Winterset is going to come away the victor in that game. Blue Jays going to have this ball at half court. Collison, Trolson, Miller, McDowell, and Eichmeyer on the court.
5:43 to go here.
For the Cubs, it's Dittmer, Grant, Carson Rhodes, Memmer, and Aiden Rhodes. McDowell with the ball over to Trolson.
Looked into Collison, but decides not to.
Carson Rhodes is kind of hanging out in the lane, so when Collison gets the ball in the lane, he's double teamed. And Trolson in the corner, who passes up, gives it to McDowell. McDowell for three, off the front of the rim, and Aiden Rhodes with a good job boxing out that ball, so McDowell wasn't able to get around him. It's going to be Cubs ball, 5:13 on the clock. McDowell was deep enough that ball was off the front of the rim, but that's where we had all our success in the first half. It's probably a good idea to see how you're going with it. Dittmer with the ball. Blue Jays with a soft press. Aiden Rhodes now with the ball. Trying to get to the hoop. Up, off the backboard. No good. Collison going to get that rebound. Collison going to push ahead.
Might go all the way.
He's going all the way to the hoop. No good on the shot, and they're going to get Aiden Rhodes for a foul on that. That's going to be his fourth, third of the half. And Collison's actually going to the line for 2, even though they're in the 1-and-1.
Looks like Rhodes is going to come out here.
James Edwards coming back in for them. But,
Yeah.
I thought Rhodes already sat down, but first one up and gets the roll for Colby Collison. Now Edwards coming in and Rhodes going out. Aiden Rhodes, Carson Rhodes still in there. Collison second shot up and good. Tie game, 4:50 on the clock. Blue Jays press. Ball gets ahead to James Edwards. Edwards over to Dittmer. Dittmer into Carson Rhodes. Back out to Edwards. Oh, they had Carson Rhodes underneath with Trey McDowell on him.
Yes.
McDowell's giving up a 1.5 on that one. But that shot is no good. Ball ahead to Braden Miller. Miller going to try and get to the hoop. Left hand up and good. Beautiful left-handed lay-in by
really
Braden Miller. Woo! Edwards for 3, way too hard. Miller gets the rebound up to McDowell. McDowell over to Eichmeyer. Trolson was in the corner. Up for 3. Trolson for 3! Avens is halfway to the student section. He wants some of that celebration, and the Cubs are going to take a timeout. 4:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. Blue Jays take a 5-point lead off a beautiful 3-point shot from Ben Trolson and a dynamite lay-in from Braden Miller. Welcome back, Ryan.
Hello.
All calm and collected now. Woo. Exciting game. We knew we'd have one. Said that first game really didn't have a lot to do with how this game was going to go, and it definitely hasn't. Memmer sitting at 16. Grant with 10. Dittmer with 10. Trolson with 14. Collison with 17. McDowell for 10. Lots of scoring. Well, I mean, 59-54, so obviously a lot of people have scored. Good ball game all around. Aiden Rhodes has picked up his 4th foul, so definitely something that could be problematic if this game goes on much longer, as he's one of their key players for sure. A little AC/DC to get you pumped up, or your dad pumped up, one of the two. Cubs going to have the ball near side of the court. Edwards going to inbound it. Edwards, Memmer, Dittmer, Carson Rhodes, and Grant on the court for the Cubs.
Grant came off the bench, didn't he? He's staying
yes.
in. He's staying in a lot. I mean, those threes are helping.
Edwards did too. Good pass from Dittmer to Carson Rhodes for a 2-point lay-in. Blue Jays have McDowell, Collison, Trolson, Eichmeyer, and Miller. Miller trying to get to the hoop. Right-hand layup, no good. Had to try to use that rim to get around Carson Rhodes and just didn't have quite enough up on it. Rhodes gets the ball. Cubs bring it up, 3:30 remaining in the fourth. Edwards now with the ball, going to try and go around McDowell.
Good defense by McDowell there.
And that ball is going to be out of bounds. Blue Jay ball. Edwards tried to kick it out, but his teammate had already left. And that ball just kind of trickled out. Aiden Rhodes is going to come back in, and James Edwards is going to come out. That's an interesting switch just because you brought Aiden in on the defensive end where you're more likely to draw a foul.
Right.
McDowell up to Eichmeyer. Back to McDowell. Over to Trolson. Trolson gets it into Miller. Miller going to try and get to the hoop again. And gets the contact, but no foul. Gets his own rebound. And that ball is going to end up on the floor. And Cubs are going to be able to take a timeout. I would have thought that was a jump ball about 3 seconds before that, but they let him keep going, and I think it was one of the Rhodes was able to.
I think Grant called that one.
Was it Grant?
Yeah.
Well, Grant didn't have the ball though when he called the timeout. He didn't have the ball.
True.
Grant called the timeout, but he saw his teammate on the ground with the ball, and so good smart play by him to able to maintain possession. There's only so many timeouts, and you can't take any of them with you, so you might as well make sure you get that ball back. Whew. Both teams in the 1-1 on the next foul. Could be a long final couple minutes.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Which is okay. I got no place else to be. I went to Brickhouse Fitness earlier. I already got that in for tonight. Squat racks, treadmills, do what you need.
They got it all. I will say I go there quite a bit to work out, to play basketball. It's good. It's a great place.
Yep. Everything is impossible until someone's dumb enough to do it.
True.
Think you can get that T-shirt there?
I might.
It gets bright yellow.
Maybe not. No, we'll see.
Grant with the ball, looking to get it into Aiden Rhodes.
3 minutes to go here.
Dittmer, Memmer, and Carson Rhodes, the other Cubs on the court. Aiden Rhodes trying to press ahead. And Eichmeyer double teams, tips the ball away. That ball's going to lose ball. Miller's going to chase that down, keeps it in bounds. McDowell now ball. Aiden Rhodes is limping. I think he just knocked his knee hard, but definitely doesn't feel good right now.
He does have that little wrap on his knee, so.
And they're going to call a timeout for the injury.
2:42 here.
I was going to say, just the way he was hobbling, I was surprised they waited that long to call it.
I think that was a timeout on us, though, but still.
Oh, did we call a timeout?
Yeah, that was on us.
I thought they just stopped it for the injury, but I guess this is a full timeout now. So, winner set game ended. So, I'm going to not watch a replay of their concert. I'm sure it's beautiful, but without listening to it and knowing any of the people, I'm not going to use my time on that.
Yeah, true. We do have the variety show coming up.
We have a variety show coming up and a small group ensembles coming up, and then a band concert coming up in early March. So, a lot of opportunities to watch our Blue Jays.
I don't think we can live stream the variety show just because of a lot of copyright issues. But
if
you end up getting a ticket, come on out. We'll have Decca's putting on some snacks. A lot of great things happening there. So
I think there's a few tickets per participant. So if you know somebody playing, hit them up and see if you can do it. Collison going up for two, gonna get the foul, but no roll on the shot. I missed who they called.
22.
On Grant. Okay, so that's only the first foul on Grant. Collison going to go to the line.
18 fouls.
Blue Jay Digital will be live streaming the band concert.
Yeah. Yep.
First shot up and good. I'm distracting you. Jacob Joe had come in. He's back out. Carson Rhodes coming in. So Carson Rhodes, Grant, Dittmer, Edwards. And
second one falls.
And Memmer. For the Blue Jays, Myers in. Myers in instead of Eichmeyer. Dittmer with the turnaround fadeaway up and good. Nice shot. I don't know how you're supposed to stop that thing. That's probably why he takes that shot. Meyer over to McDowell, over to Meyer. Trolson over to Meyer. We're at 2:14 on the clock now. And Trolson's hanging out right underneath the rim, but a lot of pressure from Edwards. Miller now over to Meyer. Meyer going to try and drive to the hoop. Left hand up and good. Nice lay-in, Nolan Meyer.
Good way to get around that tall guy down there.
Yeah. It's almost like he's an athlete.
Almost.
Grant going to drive. Gets it into Carson Rhodes. Going to try and do some work on Collison. Good defense by Collison. And that left-handed lay-in, no good. Meyer gets the ball, and he traveled. I think Evans thinks there should have been a foul called before the travel.
There's been a lot of contact tonight and not too many fouls. So
I was just impressed they didn't call that foul on Collison because he did a good job moving his feet, but it seems like all year when he does any type of post defense, they call him for a foul.
True.
Dittmer with the ball. Miller on him.
Minute 38.
Memmer now. Got to watch out for his three-point, although Grant's been hitting the threes too.
Yeah.
Grant's going to try and drive left-hand to Trolson in front of him. Grant out of control, throws it up, but they're going to say that's a foul on, I don't even know who.
I want to say.
On Ben. Ben for getting.
A lot of steps there, but.
I don't know.
Yeah. He was spinning around him.
I don't know what Ben was supposed to do on that play either.
Right.
I mean.
It's his second.
Player control has to be a part of it.
Right, true.
Grant going to the line for two. First shot up, off the back of the rim. Ball doesn't lie or something like that. Aiden Rhodes and Jacob Joe coming in. Oh, just Joe at this point. Carson Rhodes going to come out. Aiden Rhodes must be coming in for Grant.
Grant sitting at 71.4 from the line here.
He missed the first one, so probably a good chance this one will go in.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't. Collison rips down the rebound. I was hoping to get that.
That jinx that we've been talking about all season, that's what I was hoping.
So going to get a foul.
Collison's going to go to the line here for 101.
Edwards for the foul.
Yes, Edwards for the foul. That's his third.
Third foul on him. Collison going back to the line. I've lost count how many times he's been here, but it's a lot.
This season or this game?
This game. I feel like this is his 5th time at the line this game. Yeah, he's been there a lot this season too. No good. And it was a 1-and-1 situation.
1:23 to go here.
Aiden Rhodes over to Grant. Grant for 3. Off the rim. No good. Edwards got to the ball and got clobbered. That's going to be on Nolan Meyer. That's going to be a 5th foul on Meyer. It's going to send Edwards to the line for 1-and-1. I believe 7 guys went up for that rebound. Edwards got to the ball.
Connected to each other.
Yeah, he ran over one of his own teammates on the way down. There was definitely contact. There was just, you're going for a ball.
Right.
So Meyer's night is going to be done. 5th foul on him. Ike Meyer back in. 1:16 on the clock. Edwards going to the line for a 1-and-1. First one is no good. Collison rips down the rebound again, and they're going to foul him.
Back to the line.
It's either Edwards or Grant. Edwards is going to get called for the foul. His 4th now.
There's some foul trouble there.
Huge rebounds by Colby Collison.
The whole team here is talking over there, so I guess it's 1-and-1.
It's 1-and-1, yeah. You don't get a timeout.
They don't get a wait. You have to give him the ball. Why are you waiting? You're waiting so long. Really? You just gave him that.
Grandpa Joe doesn't want to give Colby the ball. It's like, hey, if you just bring your entire team over to the sideline, Collison's first shot up and good.
Doesn't matter, makes it anyway. My voice is a little shot, so I apologize.
It was a 2-shot. Blue Jays are in the double bonus, but I don't know why we were waiting. You don't have to. Second shot up and good for Collison. 20 on the night now. 21.
I got 21.
Oh yeah, 11 first half. Deep three. Dittmer off the back. No good. Miller chases it down.
Do not pull out trouble. There was a lot, but I saw some contact.
He did. It was a beautiful spin move. I mean, that's circle button for days right there. But
104 to go.
Probably broke 3 tackles on the way too, because that's how much contact there was. Miller's not a ball carrier typically in football, but apparently he does enough of it to know how to handle it. And that should have been an offensive foul on Edwards, too. That was a massive screen.
Right.
Memmer for 3 off the front. No good. Edwards runs through, gets the ball, and they are calling Ike. No, Miller. No.
Memmers?
Who?
Are they calling it?
Who are you pointing at?
Is he pointing at the baseline? Okay. It's
Ike Meyer.
But I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, so he was calling Dittmer to go to the line.
Oh,
okay.
Ike Meyer is third.
Making a pass around. I'm pointing at you and you and you. You're cool. You're out.
Dimmer's shot falls. Or Memmers, rather. No, I had it right.
Dittmer. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, he pointed at everybody, so
right, so it got me confused.
51 seconds remaining.
Jacob Joe waiting to check in here.
Second shot up and good for Dittmer. Hits them both. He's at 14.
Joe's going to come in here for Grant. 51 seconds to go here, 65-60.
Blue Jays trying to get this ball and pass the pass. Trolson with the ball. Throws it ahead to Collison.
Good play by Collison. Grabbing it
45 seconds now. Over to Trolson, over to McDowell. Miller back to McDowell.
40 seconds.
And Jacob Joe's going to foul Trey. McDowell is going to send him to the line for 2. Second foul on Joe. I'm kind of surprised how long they waited to foul somebody, because you ran 15 seconds off the clock just to get the ball to Trey.
Right.
And Trey's a 82% free throw shooter. Right now he's got the highest on the team.
And that continues.
11 on the game for Trey. Or I should say he's got the highest percentage of the guys who are regularly high-minute guys.
Right. 38 to go here.
Freed and Keith are both 100%, but
they've only had they've
hits them both, though. Trey McDowell, great job being clutch. 7-point lead now, 36 seconds remaining. Dittmer for three, off the rim, no good. Collison tips it over to Miller. Miller's going to be fouled by one of the three.
I want to say Edwards.
Edwards is the one that looks disappointed by this. I mean, really,
could have been any one of them.
two out of the three would have been done because Edwards and Aiden Grant were both.
Yeah, he's out.
Aiden Rhodes were both there. So Edwards is done.
2 shots here for Miller. 29 seconds to go here. 67-60 lead going towards Blue Jays. This first one is up. That falls.
Like it. Second one up and good. Miller splashes them both.
We got to warm the buses from the Blue Jays student
28
section.
seconds, 9-point lead. Ball across to Grant. Too much. Jacob Joe tries to save it but isn't able to. Was able to avoid making hard contact with the wall, too. That was a great hustle play by Jacob.
23 to go.
Blue Jays get the ball into McDowell now. And Grant's going to get the foul. McDowell thinks that the hook on the foul was not very needed, but
I mean,
I don't think you call a flagrant on that.
Right.
I understand Trey's
they're
like,
upset,
hey,
but like, you know.
Yeah. But also, if you're a Nevada player, you want to make sure you get that call immediately so you don't waste any time.
Right. 22 seconds to go. This first one falls.
Smooth as the other side of the pillow. No, smooth as butter. Cold as the other side of the. Dang it!
Man,
messing up my Stuart Scott.
There's about 237 people watching. 292 people watching.
That's all right.
No, that's all good.
Collison going to exit the game. Braden Miller going to exit the game. Bergeron coming in. Carter Sandy coming in. Titus Cram coming in. Now Trolson going out. Andrew Keith coming in.
Wow.
Jackson Freed coming in. Blue Jays bringing out all of the starters so they can get a round of applause before the end, except that Andrew can't come in yet because Trey's at the line.
Yep.
22 seconds on the clock.
There's that loud yelling. McDowell.
Makes no difference. He's heard people yell loud before.
True.
He's got 2 younger siblings. No big deal. I don't feel like either one's very loud, but Dittmer gonna. Who's that? Number 40. Deep 3. Who was that? Max Hoffman with a deep 3-point attempt. Andrew Keith pushing ahead. Hoffman's going to get called for the foul. Evans is trying to tell Andrew Keith. For a second, I thought he was trying to say he wanted the ball kicked back out to Hoffman to shoot again.
I don't know.
I think that's what he is saying. It's like, hey, I wanted him to be able to have another shot at shooting it. I'm not confident in that statement, but
might have been.
First shot up, no good. That ruins his 100% shot on the free throw.
You jinxed it the wrong way this time.
I know. Well, he wasn't in the game, though, so I feel like my jinx was not intentional.
True. Second one does.
Second one's up and good. 5.7 on the clock. And they're going to get to Hoffman. Hoffman from the logo.
Oh,
got it! Oh, Max Hoffman from the logo. Blue Jays come away with a 72-63 victory. Great game, Blue Jays. Some great sportsmanship to cap that off, too. Hoffman's logo 3-point bank in. Beautiful night. Travis Evans says, let's hear you, student section. Thanks for coming out. Great work out of you guys. And now Mr. Ostrom has to come and calm them all down. Gosh, what a terrible task you have to do. You know, coach fires them up, and then Ostrom has to just calm them all back down. Oh, great game. A lot of fire tonight. Woo, let's get some quick stats going.
You got it. I got it.
Yeah, well, you're busy celebrating. 15 for Trey McDowell, including ice in the veins down the line from the free throw line. 21 from Colby Collison, 4 from Nolan Meyer, 14 from Ben Trolson, 7 Kate Eichmeyer, 1 from Andrew Keith, and 11 from Braden Miller. 7 for the Cubs, 7 for James Edwards, 3 for Jacob Joe, 14 for Ty Dittmer, 12 of those in the second half, 16 for Colin Memmer, 11 of those in the second half, 6 for Rhodes, 9 for Grant, 4 for Aiden Rhodes, and 3 big ones from Max Hoffman to end that game. Blue Jays come away victorious 72-63 and will travel down to face the Winterset Huskies again on Thursday night.
We will be back here tomorrow, though, for your Lady Jays are playing. Do you know how they play?
Do I know how they play?
Yeah.
Yes, it is the Grinnell Tigers.
Yes. Oh, we talked about this.
Contrary to what I may have been saying the other night,
Carol.
The Tigers versus Tigers was the Grinnell Tigers beating the Gilbert Tigers. So that is who we will be seeing tomorrow night.
It's going to be a great game, so make sure you tune in.
Grinnell Tigers here versus the Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays in 2. I believe one team has 15 wins, one has 14 wins, and that winner will be advancing to state.
Don't miss that. If you guys don't have anything going on tonight, tune in. It's going to be a great game.
One final special thank you to Brickhouse Fitness for sponsoring this broadcast. Check them out. Tell them we sent you. Go get. There's also a spring break special if you got a student coming back into town and only is going to be here for like 10 days. $25, so $250 a day to get in there and get your summer break on or spring break on. Getting ready for summer break.
Pretty good because it's normally 5 for the court and 10 for the weights. So
only thing I can say is they don't have a tanning bed. So for those of you getting ready for spring break, but it's 40 degrees out and it feels like 80, so go tan outside.
They have a sauna there. So
I was in the sauna today.
Oh, there you go. My buddy Peyton Rouse in there almost every day.
You don't have to sit in the sauna with me. It's fine. No. You can go when I'm not in there.
Right as I see you walk in.
Well, now I don't ever see you at the gym.
True.
I don't talk about being at the gym.
I've only been there a couple times, but I work out every morning and here for the early bird lifting. So.
All right. Well, I'll let that slide then. I don't have a weightlifting class that I can go to.
True,
but
true.
For that, we're going to end this broadcast and breathe a little bit because that was an exciting game. A lot of fun. Be back tomorrow night for some girls action. Good night, Blue Jay Nation, and go Blue Jays.